Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Imbody Tarot. If it's your first time here, I am so happy that you found me. My name is Melii, and I focus on reading that gives you clarity, guidance, and confirmation. If it's your first time here, welcome. And then if you're returning, welcome back, my love. I am so happy that you're here. I'm grateful for your support, and thank you for always coming back. In today's pick card reading, we are going to tap into whether or not you are going to get married to your soulmate in this lifetime. If the answer is yes, let's give a timeline. If the answer is no, we'll figure out what the blockages are that's actually preventing this. As you can see, I do have 3 piles for you, and each pile is accompanied by a crystal. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. In order for you to find the pile that has your reading, you're going to intuitively pick what pile has your message. So you could channel the energy of each crystal. This is pile number 1 with the red jasper. Pile number 2 is with the amazonite. And pile number 3 is with the rose quartz. Once you find the pile that resonates most with your current energy, I will list below in the description box and the pinned comment timestamps so you have easier access to your reading. Are you ready? Let's get it! Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading, and we are going to figure out whether or not you will get married to your soulmate in this lifetime. Okay, Spirit, can you go ahead and tell us whether or not pile 1 will get married to their soulmate in this lifetime? The 9 of Swords. Ooh. I feel like you have a past life connection with somebody. The King of Wands. And then the Sun card. I will go ahead and say yes, you will marry your soulmate in this lifetime. However, I feel like you have a past life connection, or you have a energy that's attached to you that you probably have to remove. The 9 of Swords, it's you being anxious and stuck on a particular person from the past that in theory you've outgrown, and this person is just stuck in your mind continuously. And it may not be all for the right reasons, but ultimately, once you cut the cords with this person, then I feel like you are going to manifest your soulmate a lot easier and faster for you to actually marry them. The King of Wands energy is a person who is very charming. They're very bold, but make no mistakes, they're not going to put themselves in a predicament where they don't feel like they're a priority and they're actually chosen. They know their value, but at the same time, they want to know that the person that walks beside of them appreciate what they have to bring. Not everybody see this side of your soulmate. So in order for you to get your soulmate in your energy right now, you're going to have to, cut off some things. You have to make room for them. I feel like your soulmate may have seen you already in passing. I don't know if you guys have met each other yet based on these cards, but I do feel like they are aware of you. I feel like your soulmates have their eyes on you, but they don't feel like you're ready for them yet. It kind of reminds me of the red line theory, where there is an invisible string that pulls you guys closer together. And no matter what, you guys will find each other. And it's just like, let's just say in your childhood, their parents and your parents live a block away from each other, like another street away from each other. And their parents and your parents maybe hung out years ago. Or let's just say their aunt was your uncle's doctor or teacher. There's some type of connection with the family, but I feel like your family and their family has crossed paths for the most part, which is good. Okay, Spirit, can you describe what their person is going to be like? What is pile 1 person going to be like? The King of Pentacles. This person is a provider. They're about their business. They could be a little bit older. I'm picking up earth sign. So we have Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. I feel like this person knows how to make money. This person could be an innovator. They could have overseas or international business. They could travel. I just see them not staying in one location, but I definitely see like they're a boss. They know how to make money moves. So I guess this is why they need you to make sure that you know what you want, because if they're going to invest in you, then they need a good return on their investments. Wow. Okay. Any other thing we should know about their soulmates? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are destined to be with each other. The Queen and King of Pentacles. What? Oh my gosh. Let me take a moment to soak this in, because I hope you're soaking this in too. This is a couple right here. It's a couple who knows exactly what they want, and they are a leader. They lead with logic and they lead with stability. They don't really make any like dramatic moves. They're very cautious. They're very, they look at the patterns of things. They look at the data of things. So your person, I definitely feel like they have their eyes on you. They could have already have a family, so they may have had children, or they are a caretaker for their family. They hold a lot of responsibilities. But this person's a person who people idealize. Like, if they could be anybody, it will be like them. This person know how to influence people on a good level. Wow. Okay. Let's look what your relationship is going to look like. Oh my gosh. What will the marriage look like for pile one? I'm so excited for you. The the 10 of wands. So you won't feel like you have a lot of burdens. It'll feel like you guys carry your load equally. You'll be seen when it comes to this person. This person really knows how to balance things out, and they know how to prioritize things. So your relationship will be a priority for this person. Oh my gosh. What will the relationship be like for pile one with their soulmates? The Three of Swords. They're going to make you feel like, they're going to make you feel seen and heard. It's like this person is like recovery. They're your companion. They feel like home. They don't feel karmic. They feel like they want you to be the best version of yourself. The Three of Swords in reverse is a healing energy. You may be the person who everybody goes to, and it seems like they will now be your go-to person. They're going to be your confidant, your security. So you guys are going to discuss a lot of things, and I feel like you guys are going to build a community, whether it's through, having children together, or also it could be like you guys do a lot of philanthropy work. Especially since you guys are going to be business owners for the most part. You guys know how to make money. So I definitely see you guys, knowing how to heal people, but they're going to heal you also. Oh my gosh. They're the go-to person to go to. So, a lot of people come to you for help and guidance, and then you're going to be able to go to them. And of course, they're going to trust you enough to come back to you. So you guys are reciprocate a lot of energy together. Okay. What would a relationship be like for pile number one with their person? The Three of Wands. We have a lot of threes. Threes means expansion. It's a lot of growth. What is growing in this connection? The Six of Wands. So in this connection, I feel like this may start off very private, or you guys may, enjoy or want your privacy. And it seems like there's going to be a lot of people that's trying to get information on y'all. So you guys are going to protect your privacy at all costs. It's not like they're hiding you or you're hiding them. It's just that they know the value of keeping you close for the most part. But I see lots of traveling, and I see expansion, growth for the most part. Emotionally, what would this relationship be like? Pile one and their soulmate, Ace of Cups. It's going to feel new. It's going to feel very unfamiliar, but it's also going to feel like it's something that you manifested. The Ace of Cups upright is the energy of a new phase, a new vision when it comes to love, right? In reverse, it kind of feels like I've been here before, deja vu. Ace of Cups in reverse usually represents self-care, taking time out for yourself. So I feel like this relationship is going to be big on how we could put each other first, and, how can we put our love first? It kind of reminds me of, there's this famous basketball couple. it's Doug and Chrissy, and they used to get married or have a proposal, engagement, whatever. That ceremony every year. So it feels like it seems like you guys are having a lot of dedication to each other. And I do see a ritual. So it could be you guys get married very frequently, or they just always celebrate you. Emotionally, I do feel like you guys will feel fulfilled for the most part because of the ongoing checking-ins that you guys would do. Let's see. How will you know when you meet this person? What would you be doing? What's the sign? How will Pile 1 know when they meet their person? The Fool card. You're probably working with kids, or you're probably going to be at a network event. You're probably going to like literally go through a spiritual awakening. A lot of y'all may experience your soulmate after your solar return. It could feel like, you know, you're going through a midlife crisis and then boop, they fall into your arms as your rescuer. You could also meet this person when you're traveling back home. So let's just say you take a cruise, on the flight back, or, you know, in the hotel in passing, you may see the person who's your soulmate. You're gonna be like, wow, I like this person. Let me go find him on the internet. So I feel like you're gonna meet them in when you're returning back from somewhere, or at a press conference, or, you know, at a rally, somewhere where it's very busy, where you guys won't have enough time to communicate with each other. But it's just like you guys are gonna walk away feeling like, I'm in love with this person. I need to have them around. And I feel like it's gonna be focusing on also on children. Children is very big in this connection. So it could be like you guys are having a fundraiser for a child clinic or a child hospital. It could be like when you guys are advocating for a child, but something with the children being prioritized. Many of y'all will meet this person. Something with jewelry is popping up. So, you know, you may have to return something to them, you know. It feels like it's gonna feel deja vu. You're gonna relive a memory in your mind, but they're there. It's so hard for me to explain it. It reminds me of like when you see the movies where it's just like you guys bump into each other at a coffee shop and something silly happens, and they're just like, hey, wait, I need your number type of thing. And then you guys like keep going to the coffee shop hoping that you guys will pass each other again. But something embarrassing is probably going to happen also. But it's going to be in a cute way for you guys to retell the story. What else is coming up? How will they know when they meet their soulmate? What are the indicators? What are the signs for pile 1? We have the World card. Yeah, definitely gonna be with traveling. Or a lot of you guys may meet your person because of online dating. So, you know, probably on dating apps, or, you know, on Instagram. But I just feel like this person is away from you right now, and they're being drawn to you slowly but surely. But look what's crazy. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. And look, it looks like somebody getting married with a heart. Oh my gosh. And I feel like the 10 of Cups is kind of generational, where the happily ever after happens. In the original Rider-Waite deck, it's, you know, the couple, and then they're in their yard or on a farmland, and then you have two kids happily playing. So I think that kids are very important, and traveling is very important. So if you're not in a field that is dedicated to children or philanthropy or advocacy, it's time for you to do it, because that's one step closer for you meeting your person. And also when you take trips, you know, be safe, but engage with unfamiliar people. Don't just stay in one area, because your soulmate is looking for you, and you won't know if that's your soulmate or not if you're not communicating with them. All right, let's see. Advice from spirit. Any message from spirit when it comes to this connection? What should pile 1 know about their soulmate and them marrying their soulmate? The Judgment card. You got to get married very quickly. They're praying for you as much as you're praying for them, or you're manifesting them just as much as they're manifesting you. I feel like this will definitely happen after you go through a spiritual awakening. So when things fall apart, in theory, they're falling together. Be very, what's that called, optimistic when it comes to your love life. Start doing some self devotion rituals. Focus on self, because that's also a welcome energy for them to get closer to you also. And lastly, you know, seek out mentors. Start being around people who you aspire to be, because your person will be a person of stature. And I'm not saying that you're not there, but I feel like you will want to match their energy, or you want to surpass their energy, right? So in order for you to do that, you're going to have to cultivate an environment where you guys could both thrive. You know, you're not settling for less. You're not in this mundane routine. You're going to have to step out your comfort zone. What other message does Spirit has to say for this pile? Message from Spirit. We have the Hermit card. It did come out in reverse. And usually the Hermit card is taking time out for self. So it goes back to self devotion, learn about self again. If you don't know yourself, you can't expect somebody else to know how to love you, know how to treat you. You're going to have your left and right limits, know what you're going to, take in, and know what you're willing to put up with. But also your eyes need to be open and aware. You can't be open and aware if you're distracted. So take some time out for yourself and also start prioritizing yourself. The Hermit card is a person who has inner knowing, right? Things just happen and they just understand. They can't always explain it, but they just know. In order for you to know what you know and trust your gut, trust your intuition, you need to get quiet, get back in the forest and listen to what your heart, your mind, and your soul and your gut is telling you. Don't be distracted. What else does Spirit wants you to know? The Nine of Cups. You won't be single for long, but you'll feel like you're one with this person. Nine of Cups energy is this happiness. You manifest this life that you always wanted, right? And this manifestation came through you healing yourself, you knowing yourself, you taking time out for yourself, and you're not putting a lot of pressure on yourself. So you just getting up and being your authentic you is how this relationship will reflect. So how you see your inner world is how your person is going to treat you. So if you're currently seeing yourself as, not worthy or lazy or pessimistic or, time's not the essence, or you're rushing, you have anxiety, all these energies that you're really not, that's how your person is going to treat you. So it's very important for you to take time out to yourself, slow down a little bit and learn yourself. How will how one person treat them when they first meet them? They're going to try to save you, give you an offer, emotional offer. I wouldn't be surprised if this person, not to say love bomb you, but I don't want to be surprised if this person really let's just say they meet you, they see where you're at, and they run and buy you some flowers or something, or they offer you something beautiful. It's like they want to take care of you. With us having a Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I do also feel like some of y'all may have, met your soulmate in the past when you're younger, or you may have been married in the past and you guys are kind of disconnected right now, but you guys are going to reconnect. So that's also energy I'm picking up, because I feel like this feels so familiar, but at the same time it feels so cautious type of thing. So yes, I do feel like you will marry your soulmate in this lifetime. I feel like you currently have a person in your energy that's not your soulmate, that you probably need to get rid of and relearn yourself, distance yourself from. But I also feel like when you do decide to marry or remarry this person, it's going to feel like the best thing you could have ever done for yourself. You're giving yourself a gift. Let's see what Spirit says. Messages, Spirit, for pile 1 when it comes to their person marrying their soulmate in this lifetime. What should they know? We have sparks. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other with gestures and love. I definitely feel like you guys are going to always light each other up. It reminds me of when you see like a baby seeing their parent come home when they're, or their older sibling, they get really excited. Or when a dog, see you coming home, they start wagging their tail really fast. It's just like you guys are always going to be happy to see each other. It never a dull moment within this connection. What does Spirit want you to know when it comes to you marrying your soulmate in this lifetime? Anticipation. It says, embrace the sweet anticipation of love arriving in your life. It's coming. Confirmation from Spirit. Oh my gosh. You cannot make this up. This is big confirmation. Ooh, are you claiming this energy? Let me know in the comment section. And last message. Charisma. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. So yeah, I think that you are going to be with a person who cultivates and they uplift you and elevate you in the ways that you've elevated others. You won't feel like you're putting yourself second. It will feel so natural for you to love this person, but it's going to come out of nowhere. So you have to do a lot of work in order to receive it. But when you receive it, you'll be able to maintain it. So that's all that I have for you, pile number 1. I hope I was able to give you some clarity, guidance, and confirmation. Remember who loves you. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the Amazonite crystal. And today we are going to figure out whether or not you will marry your soulmate in this lifetime. If so, key details about them, and of course, when you will meet them, how you meet them. If not, we'll figure out the current blockages that's causing you to not marry your soulmate in this lifetime. Because what? Why is this not happening? Okay, pile number 2. Spirit, give us some insight on pile number 2, marrying their soulmate in this lifetime. Will they marry their soulmate in this lifetime, Spirit? The Page of Wands. Ooh, we have a bunch of cards. Let's put these back. I know that's another page. That was too many cards. Come on, Spirit, one at a time. Will they marry their person? Will pile 2 marry their person in this lifetime? The King of Cups. Will pile 2 marry their soulmate in this lifetime? The Hermit's card. Interesting. I also think that the answer is yes for this energy. I think that you're manifesting your person currently. You guys could energetically feel each other's feelings. Oh my gosh. Okay, Spirit, give us more information on the background of pile 2 energy with their soulmates. The Strength card. Your person is a warrior. They are a protector, and they pride themselves on being a protector. Your person is emotionally stable. Your person knows how to control their emotions. Your person is very intuitive. So I think that you have a spiritual connection with a person that is a part of your soul tribe that you would eventually marry within this lifetime. And you will know that this is your person because they will make you feel secure, emotionally secure. You will be at peace. It's like your goal in life is to make them happy because they provide so much peace in your life. They provide a level of care, understanding, and support to the point where it's just like, yes, I do want to serve you. But it's not you serving them as, you're their property. It's more so, okay, you provide this lifestyle for me that I was able to provide for myself, but you made it so much easier to the point where I don't have to make decisions where I'm in survival mode, and I can make decisions out of what I love and care about, what I genuinely have understanding towards. This person is boastful. This person is also in the spotlight. This person could be a performer. They could be a military personnel. They could be a person that works in the security or IT industry. This person is a person who knows data. This person's a thinker, intellectual, okay? It's a forward thinker. Give me more insight on pile 2's soulmates. What do they look like? What's their personality like? How will they appear to pile 2? The Justice card. Okay, so this person definitely works in the legal system or contracts. This person could be a Leo, it could be a Virgo, and it could also be a Libra. Heavy on those signs, or if you're that sign. With the King of Cups energy, this is water signs, so we have little energy when it comes to Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. But heavy on this person being a thinker. The Justice card is Libra energy, and it's balancing, right? It's doing things for an impartial. It's a person who knows how to negotiate. So they could be a negotiating person also. I feel like this person, something with pharmaceuticals is popping up. And in theory, you know, the Justice card or Libra energy really doesn't have anything to do with pharmaceutical, but that's coming up for the most part. So keep in mind that that energy is also there. I think that this person is a person who's very strategic. This person, and I feel like they're your age group, or you could be a little bit older than them for the most part. But I also see this person who doesn't take no for an answer. Like, they know how to get answers and solutions. They're just not going to stop at the first level. They know, they're very persistent for the most part. More insight on pals to soulmates. We have the Nine of Wands. This person probably suffered great loss at a young age, you know, and probably that's why they're so emotionally mature, because they had to learn how to fend for themselves. This person probably came from a third world country, or they came from a property level where it was very low. Okay, so they understand the rags to riches story, and they probably have that story. With the Four of Cups, I feel like this person was very emotionally avoidant growing up, because they were so used to things not going their way. So they're very picky and very mindful of the energies they put in your life when it comes to their emotions. Any other insight on how and who this person is? We have the Ace of Pentacles. This person has lots of property, probably real estate. But this person, I feel like you're probably going to meet this person a year from now. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Soon, huh? Or you probably met them within the last year. So something with a year is very important. So a year from you seeing this reading is when you are going to probably start seeing signs of them. How will pals who know when they meet their person? The person that they will be married to, their soulmates. The Hangman. You will find yourself doing a lot of research on them. Or you find yourself reading a lot of books. You'll find yourself studying philosophies for the most part. You may probably want to convert your religion to theirs, or they may convert their religion to yours of some sort. But I see you guys learning each other's like background, historical context, where you guys come from. So you could be studying, you could decide to go back to college or go back to school or get a certification. You could be switching jobs, different career fields. But it seems like you're making a big switch that's going to cause you to, you know, study something that you weren't planning on studying before. What are the signs that they will meet their person? The Sun card. Ooh. It's like they're going to fall into your lap. They're going to appear out of nowhere. What are signs that they will meet their person? The Queen of Cups. Couple. Look, right beside each other. Oh my gosh. You guys probably have a baby very quickly. So you guys may, like, you know, get made from a hookup on one night stand. Because the Sun card is a baby energy. This is the couple. It could be you guys went on a blind date and things are just naturally working out for y'all out of the blue. I see you guys just starting a family very quickly. So that's another indicator. Being that we have the water signs out, I definitely feel like this geared heavily towards water signs also. So you could be attracting a water sign, or you are a water sign for the most part. At the bottom deck energy, we do have the World card. And that's an indication of you guys just growing and learning. This is your lifetime partner. So I definitely feel like you're going to meet your soulmate in this lifetime that you could grow old with and have a family with. Wow. Let's figure out, what will the relationship be like? What would it feel like? What will this relationship feel like? Pile to soulmates. What will the relationship feel like? The Star card. It'll feel like it's being healed. The Nine of Pentacles. Feel very independent. Feel very financially stable. You know, you guys may be big in the church, or you guys may provide a lot of spiritual guidance to people. You guys would be very big on wellness. So you guys may have wellness retreats or host wellness retreats. You could be a healer yourself. You could be an islander, or your person could be an islander. So, you know, born in the Caribbean or Central America for the most part, or born near a major body of water. So let's just say you were born near Niagara Falls. That's an indicator. Let's just say, you know, their family's probably from Brazil. You think about like the Amazon forest and stuff like that. Definitely feeling a tropical energy. We have the Temperance card. Yeah, so I feel like you guys are healers and you guys are going to heal in different countries. So if you are American, you probably have properties abroad, across the seas, abroad for the most part. Anything else we should know about their energy when they are together as an actual couple? The Page of Cups. The babies are popping out. This will feel like something you dreamed about. So definitely start putting this on your vision board, because whatever you are manifesting, it's manifesting. It's going to come very quickly. And I am doing this reading on 8/8 during the Lion Gate portal. So, you know, that energy is all about manifesting. So definitely create a vision board of the person who you want to be with and all the traits that they have, because they will have it, guaranteed. And it will feel very fulfilling. Okay. And it's crazy because the Page of Wands is right here. The Page of Wands, the Page of Cups right here. So lots of like puppy, youthful love, feeling free, not being held back. It seems like you guys are going to be like the first generation to break things down. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. There is a little feeling of restriction, but I feel like it's really like reducing of overconsumption. So you guys will be able to provide a lot for yourself and other people, but you're going to learn a lesson on how to conserve energy, conserve supplies. So that's something that you guys both need to learn. Let's see. How will you know this is your person? How will pal to know that it's their soulmate? They will have a vision of you. So some of y'all may have probably went to a psychic to get an art. You could be a dreamer, so clear seeing, or you're probably a seer for the most part. I feel like some of you guys are already married to your soulmate, to be honest, or already have a family with your soulmates. I feel like you would naturally know because you probably seen them in your dreams, or you guys may go on a blind date if you are single and mingling right now. But I definitely feel like you guys are already married to your soulmate already, and you guys just need to start the family. What are you guys waiting on? Any messages from spirit on what this pal needs to know about their person? The Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups in reverse? Clarification, please. You guys probably came from a broken home. Yeah. So I feel like you guys' upbringing may not have been the strongest. Some of you guys may want to rekindle things with your family, or you guys may have not had the best relationship with your family right now. So in order for you guys to have this copacetic relationship, you guys definitely have to heal old relationships that has to do with family origins, ancestral origins. So maybe you feel like you don't want to apologize to your mother or father or sister about something, but you know, sometimes it's a lot easier to win the war by giving in to the battle. You know, like, you know what you're doing, you know what they did, you know how they are, so they can't hurt you anymore. So if it means a lot to you to have, you know, a big happy family, to have, you know, family come around and support you, then you may want to, you know, talk to the people in your family for y'all to resolve things, or, you know, call a spade, but, you know, forgive, don't forget, but, you know, just acknowledge what happened and, you know, figure out the solution. Because I feel like you not having a good relationship with your family members is really hurting you, and it's going to stir up a lot of issues with your soulmate. So just be mindful of that. How would the relationship be for pal 2? What does spirit want you to know about the relationship? We have the Devil card, unhealthy attachment releasing, with the Seven of Swords. I think that, and then the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, and the Moon card. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot going on. You have a lot of hidden enemies for the most part. And spirit wants you to just fix relationships so they can't hurt you, or let your person know anything that your fears, because the Moon card is fears, and you're scared of your fears, you're scared of your secret coming out. So you don't really have to worry about them seeing the dark side of you, because they're going to accept you as a whole. You're going to accept them as a whole, but you don't want somebody to get in their ears and sabotage this. Just be mindful of that for the most part. So that's what we have. And let's see what messages spirit wants you to know from the Oracle card. Okay, spirit, what should pal 2 know about them marrying their soulmate in this lifetime? You know what I'm low-key channeling right now? It's a Beyonce song. It's called Once in a Lifetime. You should listen to that song. But we have dressing up. It says an opportunity to dress up and party. Fun times ahead. So you guys are going to get together and do something amazing. Probably going on a date. Probably a proposal is coming. A wedding is coming. A vacation is coming. So an important event is coming for both you guys. Maybe you guys are going to finally meet each other. Oops. We have gifts. It says love, greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. So yeah, I definitely feel like your person will understand you on a subconscious level. They will see through all the, you know, the BS, the drama, and all the stuff, and still appreciate you. And this is alone time. It says spend alone time. It will help you to gain a clarity on your relationship. So a lot of y'all, if you guys are currently married with your partner, you're probably wondering, is it worth staying in this relationship? I think it probably is. Take one more, you know, leap of faith when it comes to your person. But also, like, you know, spend time with yourself, and let the person miss you. Bottom of the deck, we do have true love. Oh, and dreams. And then passion. Look, they look like they're married. The true love energy, it says a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. So I definitely feel like you're gonna feel like you met the person who you're truly meant to be with. It feels very soulful. It feels more than surface level. It feels like home, like on a spiritual level. And I feel like both of you guys are praying for each other. It seems like you guys are trying to balance out the energy for you guys to really be locked in. A lot of forgiveness is needed also. And then we have dreams, and it says, look at your dreams. They hold the answers you seek. So when you see something in your dream, it is not only a warning, but it's also a foreshadow to what's to come, you know, on why you're experiencing what you're experiencing, you know. So definitely, if you have any questions when it comes to the dreams that you're having, when it comes to your soulmates, slide in my DM on Instagram and ask me, like, tell me what your dream is, and I'll help you decode it for the most part. Let me know if you're claiming this message, because this is very beautiful. I love this for you. Give me some of this energy, okay? So that's all that I have for you, pile 2, for this reading. I hope I gave you some clarity, guys, and confirmation with, will you marry your soulmate in this lifetime? It seems like you will be doing that. Until next time, remember who loves you. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. And today we are going to figure out whether or not you are going to meet your soulmate in this lifetime. If you are, we're going to get insights, who they are, how you meet them, what relationship is going to be like. And if you're not, we're going to see what's the current blockages. So are you ready? Let's get it. Okay, pile 3. Will pile 3 meet their soulmate in this lifetime? The 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, who left you out in the dark? Oh my gosh. Will pile 3 meet their soulmate in this lifetime? The 8 of Cups in reverse. And then the 10 of Cups in reverse. The 4 of Wands in reverse. And then the 4 of Cups in reverse, with the Empress in reverse and Ace of Pentacles underneath it. So pile 3, I think that currently you are kind of blocked from meeting your soulmate within this lifetime. And it's because, I don't want to say this, I feel like maybe the person who you thought your soulmate isn't living right now. My condolences if that's the case. Or I feel like you're just too fixated on a particular person being your soulmate. And what we need to realize is a soulmate is a person who's a part of your soul, right? And it doesn't have to be one person. But if you're stuck on this one particular person who you're currently with or had a relationship with, then how can you expect you to find somebody else that's bigger and better for you? Your soulmate is not going to teach you lessons. That's very karmatic. Your soulmate's not going to have trauma bonds with you. Your soulmate's going to be a person who invite your soul to grow, to be better, to evolve. And yes, evolution comes with, you know, you adapting and adjusting to the environment and the experience that you have, but it won't feel like it's traumatizing. You know, it may hurt a little because, you know, changes are uncomfortable, but it's not going to be life or death for the most part. So I feel like right now, either you may have felt like you lost your soulmate because of natural causes, or you're very fixated on who you want to be your soulmate. You want them to come back in your life. And Spirit is saying, like, no, this is actually a trauma bond. This is actually a broken home. You actually don't want this. You're just saying this because of your ego, right? The Empress card in reverse is a person who really, like, settles for less. This person, over nurture people. It feels very smothering. The Five of Pentacles is people who, you know, give people the shoulder off their back, but then they're out in the cold and they're wondering why they're in this predicament that they're in. They don't realize the role that they play in their connections. The Ten of Cups is a broken home. The Four of Wands, not being able to level up or not able to grow, evolve. The Four of Cups being absent, being very detached when it comes to the emotions, and the Eight of Cups returning back to an energy that's not really serving you. So I feel like in order for you to, meet your soulmate or marry your soulmate in this lifetime, you have to give your soulmate an opportunity for them to meet you by you not being stuck on one particular person. Why limit yourself with that? What is going on with Pile 3's energy when it comes to the person who they think that their soulmate is? The Ten of Pentacles. So this person could be a provider, or is a person who you have a long history with, or it's a person who your family told you that you should be with. It's a lot of energy that's there. Why do they feel like this person is their soulmate? The Nine of Pentacles. Because you don't feel like you can provide for yourself. You don't really have independence. You don't have the right to choose. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Why do Pile 3 feel like this person is their soulmate? It feels very opportunistic. It feels like this person is a provider for the most part, but providing at one cost, You feel like you got to buy back your freedom. We have the Five of Wands and then the Four of Pentacles. That energy is all about, like, you fighting for what you believe in. You fighting for your rights type of thing. Oh my gosh. If Pile 3 let go of this energy, what's to come for them? If Pile 3 let go of this energy, what's to come for them? With the Seven of Pentacles, things changing, things growing. You may not be able to see it, but it's developing. The Five of Wands, you're going to be very guarded in reverse. You're going to let your guard down. Something with your guard. You won't be fighting yourself. You won't have this inner dialogue, this inner conflict with self. The Star card and the Ten of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're going to break free in a spiritual manner. Definitely cleanse yourself and cut energetic cords that doesn't belong to you. I feel like it's going to take a while for you to, lose this energy of attachment that you have with this person, because it feels like you don't have the rights to your anatomy. You don't feel like you have the rights, or, a lot of people are in your energy field. It seems like you're doing this out of survival for the most part. And Spirit is saying, like, you have to cut the cords. This feels more spiritual than anything else. What should Pile 3 know about this connection? What should Pile 3 know about their connection? The Six of Pentacles. Anytime I ask about this person, Pentacles always pop up. And there's so many Pentacle cards that could possibly pop up, but it keeps popping up. So I think that, Spirit wants you to know that you truly have the power, and you need to delegate properly or be very strategic. The Six of Pentacles reminds me of Taurus energy. And I believe Taurus energy is the energy that will not just settle and do things. Taurus energy is very stubborn. They're not moved easily. So when you're praying, when you're, doing spiritual things, give or ask for the ability not to be moved easily, not to be convinced easily. People cannot manipulate you easily. People cannot buy your love, security. Do little things to change that. What does Spirit want Pile 3 to know about their energy with this person? The Two of Wands. Plan your escape. Plan your mission. Plan your go-to. Let's just say you are single. This is just saying, like, make sure you have your orders, in an affair. Make sure you have your prenup if you're planning on getting married. Don't feel like you're marrying just for love. Like, no, love, yeah, it's something beautiful. It's a social and spiritual contract, but at the same time, documentation, the government's gonna be your business. So make sure that you have nothing to lose with this person, because if things were supposed to go left, it's gonna go left. You know, this energy feels very like draining for the most part. But always have one foot in the door, one foot out the door when it comes to this person. Keep your eyes open. What is going on with this energy for pile 3? 6 of Wands. You're gonna have the happily ever after ending, the outcome that you desire when it comes to this person. And that could be you being honestly free to make room for other people. But it could also be maybe you decided to be with this person and thug it out. You've made your decision and nobody's going to change your mind when it comes to this person. What else Spirit wants you to know in a very blunt way? Ace of Wands. There's going to be new passion. So you may have a fling with somebody else, or your person may have a fling with somebody else. Be mindful of that. And while I say that, let's go ahead and give a disclaimer. My tarot readings are proposed to provide clarity, guidance, and confirmation on your current energy and what you're feeling. If you feel like you're going through something emotional, psychological, or spiritual, please consult a professional, a licensed professional who's able to help you. This is entertainment, but also know that if this makes you feel uncomfortable, you have the right to not to receive it. You have the free will not to receive it, but you also have the right to look at another pick up pile video that I have provided that can give you some insights. So don't restrict yourself just to this, because we have so much energy that is loving that you may want or need. So just be mindful of that. But bluntly, what does Spirit have to tell you? I do see a new connection coming in, for the most part, a new phase, a new person, new passion. What does new thought period, new conversations? Because the Ace of Swords is it's new thought, new perception. What does Spirit want you to know? King of Wands. Yeah, I definitely feel like somebody's coming in. I definitely feel like a third party. So be mindful of, you stepping out if you choose to. Be mindful of them stepping out. Don't settle for less. But also just be mindful that this person that you have in your energy field doesn't mean you well, and they're probably playing you for a fool because their charm or their money. Get your independence, because this is what this is speaking of. This speaks of you being able to have power in certain ways. The Queen of Pentacles is a very independent, free thinker who does what's for her. The King of Wands, this person knows their value, their worth, and they don't budge for anybody. The Ace of Swords, keep an open mind, no matter what. The Six of Wands energy is being outside, it's being free, it's people seeing you for who you are, or seeing you for the character that you're portraying, the one that you want them to see them as. The Two of Wands is forward thinking, preparation, and planning, movements, taking the next step, having a ha-ha moment. And then the Six of Pentacles is delegating responsibilities for the most part. So I definitely feel like you probably have to release this situation that you have going on. It may not feel like something that you want to do. It may feel wrong, but are you truly aligned with this person is a question you got to ask yourself. And then let's see what messages Spirit has to tell you when it comes to this connection. Well, meeting your soulmate, I should say. All right, Spirit, what do you want pile 3 to know about marrying their soulmate? All right, it says Star. Your hope and optimism are powerful love magnet for you right now. So don't give up. There's a lot of challenges that's there. A lot of inward reflection that's needed. But, in darkness, there's light. We have heartbreak. Heartbreak is a part of the human experience. It will pass. We also have toxicity. Toxic relationships can drain your energy, self-worth. Toxic relationship can. We have toxicity. Toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Be aware. And at the bottom of the deck, we have doorway. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads to a new person. You can't make this up. Spirit is not lying. Spirit is not lying. So when it comes, are you going to take it or are you going to leave it? What are you going to do when it comes to this relationship? If you truly want to marry your soulmates, then you have some big decisions to make. I just moved this card and we have illusions. It says, be aware of love illusions. See reality clearly. If this person is not treating you right, and you know in your hearts of heart that this person is not for you, why are you sticking around? If you want to clarify that, I do have private readings available so you can understand this energy and what's to come for you and why you're sticking around. If you want to work through it. Okay. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3, when it comes to will you meet and marry your soulmate in this lifetime and what's currently blocking you. Until next time, remember who loves you. Bye.